Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xah Talk Show. Today is 2020, July 15th, Wednesday, noon, San Francisco time. And we are going to talk about Emacs and Emacs Lisp. I'm going to write the command. I'm going to show you how to write it. And if we have more time, we are going to do some keyboard stuff. Lots of fancy keyboards. This is Google keyboards. I'm gonna show you quite a lot news about keyboard on my keyboard blog. So let's begin. Well, so this the background image you see on YouTube today is these Lisp stickers. Someone made this sticker about 10 years ago, Duncan Home, and he sent a few to me, and I sent a few to others. So we have this is Jagan's photo, and we have Troy Fletcher's photo. And by the way, Jagan is a Lisp scheme expert and functional programming expert, and Troy Fletcher is a do-it-yourself keyboard expert. Let me show you. Okay, digressions. So Troy Fletcher made this keyboard. Am I alive? Am I doing okay? Hey guys. Hey George and Informatic and Danielle. So I'm going to show you this guy's keyboard. Okay, George Fletcher. The Troy Fletcher. Just let me show you. So he actually made this keyboard. He is the author of this keyboard, Signum 48. Now this is a few years ago. He probably have new versions. So anyway, he's a guy. He's got a video. He's got a YouTube doing videos talking about keyboards. Okay, so let's begin with Emacs and Emacs Lisp. So what we're gonna do today. So let me show you today's keyboard. Today's talk show. So this is my Emacs window. On the right side, you can see all the Emacs command I call and the key press on the left side of the pink window. And I'm using a Avera keyboard and I'm using Xah keys. Okay, so what are we going to do? So let's magnify. Okay, so you see in let me show you the chat. Okay, so I can see. Hey, good morning, Emily. So you see here is my HTML, and we got the list. So that's a list UL. You see there's a list, and I want the command to remove the list. So for example, I press a key, and let me show you again. So you see now look at the commands on the pink window. Okay, so I press a key. That calls the command xah-html-remove HTML tags. So you can see that all these the list tags are gone. Now if we show in browser, it becomes one line because there's no markup. So I'm going to write a command to remove the list. But hold on a second, didn't you just call a command that already does that? Yes, but there are subtleties. You see this command I call xah-html-remove HTML tags will remove every tag. So for example, let's say let's call the command. Okay, let's say that. Okay, you see now I have a code tag inside the list. Okay, show in browser. You see now it becomes red. Modify xah page. That's an Emacs command. Xah new page to include a fix on date. Actually not date, title. But anyway, so you see there is a tag here. There is the code tag. Now if I call the command like before, xah-html remove HTML tag. Now that tag is also gone. I don't want that. I want just to remove the HTML. Why is that? Well, because for example, so here's a list, right? So here's a list. I want to change the list to, let's say, paragraph or something, or dive. So first of all, I want to remove all these list tags. Oops, wait. You see, remove these list tags. Let's see. You see that cumbersome. You know. Sorry, I got a phone call. I got a phone call. I need to pick that up. So I want to remove the list. Let me do it, and let me do this first. Okay, remove the list. I want a command to just to remove the list UL and LI tags. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so the reason I want to remove it, so is, for example, I want to change this to a paragraph. So each one is a paragraph showing browser, you see. Or maybe I want to change the middle one to div, showing browser, something like that. So all I want is just remove the list tags, not any. You see, I want to keep these, and sometimes there's a links to Wikipedia or links to others, so I want to keep them. I only want to remove the list tags. So that is why I want to write a command that just remove the list tag. Otherwise, do it manually is kind of tedious. Do it manually is kind of tedious. And you can use find and replace, but again, still it's tedious. So okay, so let's write a command. Let's do that. Okay, so let me just start a Emacs lisp. Then okay, so magnify, define. Okay, xah-html-remove-list. Okay, docstring, version, today's date, and docstring remove ULOLLI list tags. Okay, let's say remove HTML. Okay, so what we do, let's say a region. Okay, let's try this simple. Let's do the simplest way possible just to get the code going. Am I doing all right? Okay, so let's do it. So I want to, first of all, you have a region. Let's assume the person selected the region. So let P1 and P2 position 1, position 2 be set Q P1 region beginning. That's right. And set position 2 region end. Now we got the beginning and end. Now so let's narrow to region. Okay, narrow to region. Okay, P1 P2. So we narrow the buffer to just the parts we are interested, so we can delete things and do things without worrying about it changing other outside of it. So narrow to region and narrow to restriction. Save restriction. Yeah, whenever you call narrow to region, you have to call save restriction, because so that when your command is finished, the buffer will be whatever original narrow to region it was. Otherwise, you don't want, when user calls your command and your command calls narrow to region, and when the command is done, it's still narrow to region, you want to return to the state. So you want to wrap it with a save restriction. And by the way, all these are in my Emacs Lisp tutorial. Okay, so you go to Ergo Emacs website, just search it, you'll find it, Emacs Lisp, and there is my tutorial. Buy my tutorial if you like my stuff. Okay, let me show you. You see, save narrow to region, so it's right here. So I tell you why we need to do that and so on. Okay, let's go back to the code. So save restriction, narrow to region, and now we want to find and replace. Why? Because we want to remove these. Let me just type these things. Okay, we want to remove UL, which is unordered list, and we want to remove OL, which is ordered list, and also we want to remove LI, which is the list item. Okay, we want to remove all those things. Okay, and how do you do find and replace in Emacs Lisp? You do, first of all, go to buffer minimum, go to char, buffer min. what's the command? Buffer. You want to go to the minimal position of the buffer, namely the beginning of the buffer. Now there's a tricky issue here because the beginning of normally in a buffer, in a Emacs buffer, the beginning, the first character is always position 1, always, and but the maximum, the end of the buffer may be depends on how what you have in the buffer. But when you have a narrow to region, the beginning is still 1, but the end may be something else. It's different from the whole buffer. But okay, so let me go to char. What's the command that tells you the buffer? Actually, I can just say 1. Okay, let's just say 1. Go to char. That's the beginning of buffer 1. And okay, then while a while loop, search forward. Okay, search forward. What you want to search? You want to search forward that. Okay, optional bound. No error must be true, and count we don't care, so no error true. Bound nil. Okay, those are the optional arguments. So once you find a UL, what you do? What's the command to replace a string? I forgot. It's been a few months. I haven't been coding Emacs Lisp. So remove the we want to remove replace match. Okay, that's it. Replace match. That is it. That's the command we want. So whenever you do search forward, Emacs keeps certain internal data. You can such as the matched string, and then you can call certain commands that will work on those internal data, such as replace match. Replace match. This command, what we'll do is that it will replace the whatever you searched string. So new text is going to be empty. Okay, optional. Fixed case, we don't care. Literal, yeah, we don't care. String. Okay, those are you can read you can call describe function and read the inline doc if you want to know the detail. Okay, describe function. So anyway, replace match, replace by empty, and that's it. Okay, that's basically all it is. That's all what we want to do. That's going to work. Okay, now we're just going to copy that and few more times and do on the several other. Okay, so UL and OL and the OL closing tag, then LI is a list item, then closing tag for LI. Okay, that is essentially it. Let's format our code to be nice, and I think that's all we need to do. Let's double check one last time and we'll be done with this command. Okay, I think it's good. Save it, eval buffer. Now let's go to a HTML page, close, reopen, magnify. Okay, so here we have a list. Now we are going to call the command that should remove the list, but keep the links or whatever. Let's create a link. Let's go to let's just say google.com, http google.com. Okay, so there we have a link. Let's put this link here. Show in browser. You see this link is google.com. Now once we call the command, that will remove the list, but the link and this code will stay. So okay, what's our command name? I forgot. Okay, xah-html-remove-list. Okay, did we evaluate it? Eval buffer. Okay, go back. Okay, we're gonna try it. Select it. Meta X xah-html-remove-list. Go. Hoo-hoo! It's done. You see, show in browser. It's correct. You see, there's no more list tag, but however, the other tags, HTML tags, stays. So that is actually what I wanted to do. That's all for this command. Successful. But we want to make it nice because every time we have to call this command, we have to select the region first. That's annoying. Why don't we create a command that automatically find out the between empty lines. So you see, typically that's what people want to do. You see, there's an empty line and there's an empty lines. So you want to make this command automatically work on a text block, similar to the concept of the paragraph. So user doesn't have to go here, start mark, and go here, and before calling the command. So let's do that. So let's add. So all we have to do is change the position 1 and position 2, beginning region end. We want to automatically find it. So how do we do that? Well, we can do it by, let me show you how. Okay, so for example, so for example, set P1. Okay, and what we're gonna do to P1? Okay, what we're going to do is save excursion. Let me show you this. Okay, search backward. Okay, we want to search backward by 2 empty lines. Okay, so empty line in Emacs is that. Okay, we want to search backward and remove those we don't need. Okay, then search forward or forward char. Okay, move character to the right 2 positions. So why is that? Because you see, when you search 2 empty lines, for example, if we do that right now, call it, so we can call this command. Actually it's backslash, not forward slash. Backslash means a new line. \n. By the way, in Emacs buffer, every empty line is represented by the \n, which is ASCII line feed, character. So actually, I need to answer my phone. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Comments, guys, comment. Okay, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hello, I'm back. Wait, is it going? Why is it not showing me yet? I'm wondering. Wait, is this going? Okay, yeah, there's a delay. Okay, I'm back. So we want to search backward. So we can actually evaluate this command. Let me show you. Okay. Call the command eval last sex. You see the cursor got moved to over here. You see why? Because our cursor was here and it was trying to search backward 2 empty lines. So we found it. So it ends up there. So but what we actually want is the cursor position to be here. You see, to be here. So that's why we want to do forward character 2. So the end position will be here. So now we say point returns the position of the cursor. So you can see that's formatted. So that's how you set P1, the position 1. Okay, in a similar way, to set the end position, you just say P2 search for word. Okay, search for word. That's right. And that, and we don't care about the options. Search for word, and it's the same thing. Then you want to backward chart to. Actually, instead of backward chart to, let's search backward. Okay, that's right. Then we don't want that. So why is that? You see, let me show you why we do this search forward and search backward. You see, if we call search forward, we do it. You see, the cursor ends up here. Now we need to return to here. You see, we need to return to here. So so that's why we do search backward. Let me show you. Okay. Okay, so like here, like right now, my cursor is here. I'm going to call this search backward command by calling eval last expression, and you will see that the cursor will be back here. For example, let me call it eval last expression. You see, that's it. So why do you do search backward? Why not say backward chart? Why not say backward chart 2? Basically the same thing, but not exactly, because sometimes sometimes you want the proper way. It gets a little bit complex. Why is that? Because when you want to find a text block, let me turn on white space. Okay, show white space mode. Now you can see my white spaces. You see, sometimes there is a tab. Let me show you. You see, sometimes, in programming code, it's common to have tab or some other indentations. But however, you want to consider this whole thing here to be empty lines because they are empty. So that is why if you have a situation like that, then our code for finding the text block will be incorrect, because it's not just 2 empty lines. That's that's the simplest scenario. But sometimes you have tabs and space, things like that. But for our purposes, let's just go on with this for now. Okay, turn off white space mode, eval buffer. Okay, let's see, and we don't need these lines anymore. Okay, and eval buffer again. Yeah, that should work. Let's go back to our code. You see, here's our code showing browser. Back to Emacs, showing browser. You see, we got a list. Back to Emacs. Now we're gonna call the command. Without having to select. Okay, we just put the cursor somewhere inside the block. Call it xah-html-remove-list. Enter. Whoops, wrong type argument, symbol p forward char 2. Okay, something went wrong when it went down the forward char. Why is that? Search backward, empty space, forward char 2. I don't understand. Eval buffer. Let's just call this here. Symbol p forward chart 2. So it's expecting a symbol, but actually it got forward chart 2. I know why. Okay, so okay, wait, I cannot figure out. I don't know why. So we are going to do some Lisp, Emacs Lisp debugging. The first thing you want to do is turn on Lisp errors by calling this command. Okay, I don't remember the command name, but I have muscle memory for the command key. So I just press this key, and you can see on the right window it says toggle debug on error. So once you call that command, it toggles it on and off. So when it's on, when there's a Lisp error, it will actually pop up the full detail error. So let's try it. So eval buffer, go back to a HTML file, and let's go back to here. Yeah, because we've been working on this page. So now call the command xah-html-remove-list. Do it. Okay, here is the debug on error message. Okay, wait. So it says, okay, what? Enter beginning evaluation function code. Wait, that's not it. And let's try it again. Code xah-html-remove-list. Wrong type of argument. There it is. Oh, okay. I know what's going on. Silly, a silly error. Okay, I made a silly error. So why is that? Because you see, when you call set p1, then you have three code here. What Emacs does is that the result of this will become p1. What we want is this. Okay, let me show you what we want. We want to wrap it with a program p. Okay, let me show you. So this is what we want, you see. So once you have a program p, that means return, that means do exactly the same thing, do whatever the Lisp code, then but return the last line of the code. So that's what we want. So okay, so we just add that. Okay, eval buffer, go back to our Lisp code, go to it, call the command xah-html-remove-list, do it, yay, success. Okay, how long have I been talking? Hello, Freddy. How long have I been talking? Let's play half an hour. So should we continue talking about keyboards or some more Emacs stuff? Let me show you. Okay. So anyway, I got this code. Fantastic. Let me show you one more thing. Okay. Okay, we got this code. Cut it and put this in the in this HTML page. But before we do that, let me show you in browser. So right now it looks like that, and now I paste in the code, show in browser. So now you can see the code here, and you can copy it later on. You can see this is my Xah Talk Show page. Just search it on my xahli.info. Later on it'll be there once I upload it. So anyway, you see the Lisp code. Now I'm going to press one button, and it'll be syntax colored. Now go back to browser, reload. You see syntax coloring. This is fantastic, and this is all in xah-html mod. It's on GitHub. So we've done this task, and that's what we want. Oh, one more thing to finish this. Remember we talked about these two empty lines. That's the simplest case, but sometimes you have tabs in between. We want to deal with those situations as well. So the code will actually be a bit more complicated, but let me show you the code. Okay. Okay, so hold on a second, let me show you again. So you can see the actual code. There it is. There is the actual code. Okay, let me copy it and let me explain it. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Let me explain it. Okay, so now show in browser. Now I need to move this code to a independent file. So I have a command, do it. So we are looking at the Lisp code again. So I can edit it here. And now we're gonna show the new code. Okay, the new code here. Let me explain what's going on. So you see, first of all, you have the regular expression search for word. Instead of just two empty lines, now it becomes more complex. You see, empty line, I mean end of line character, I mean that's technically that is a form feed. ASCII character, but it commonly known as end-of-line characters or line return. ASCII is a bit complicated because, and it's historical, because you have line return, you have a return character, you have a phone feed character, then you have a line feed character. So it's, I can show you ASCII actually. Well, that's another topic. Let me just go with the Lisp code here. So you see, so you need to search for a new line character, then you need to search 1, 0 or more space or tab, then followed by another line, empty line character. So that's how you search. Then you want okay, after you search, let me show you. Okay, if region active P, okay, that's so if region is active, okay, let me do this. Okay, let me show you. So if region is active, what we want is just, if region is active, then let's just use region. User has selected the region. Now if region is not active, then we do this part. Okay, so skip char forward, then skip char forward, then search backward, search forward. Okay, then set P1 point. Okay, then this is actually not the code we want, but let's move on. Search forward, then research backward. Okay, I got. Okay, then set P2 position 2 point. Okay, I think that's it. So comment out our original simpler case. So first of all, if there's a region, and also we want to save excursion. Okay, save excursion. What that means is that, you see here, over here, we are moving cursor about because we are doing skip char forward and search forward. That moves cursor. In general, in your, so when user calls your command, it moves the cursor. Usually you don't want that, because you don't want unexpected cursor movement for the user. So what you do is you call this save excursion. So, and put the code inside it. Let me show you. Okay, like that. So that means whatever you do here, once it's done, Emacs, the save excursion, will return the cursor to wherever it was. Okay, so that's what you should do. So if there's a region, if user actually manually selected, then we use that. Otherwise we skip char forward, then we search forward, then set point 1. Let's just run it. Let's just eval buffer. Let's just try it, because those nitty-gritty details takes a lot of thinking to actually carefully go through. Okay, let's go back to HTML code showing browser, and let's go work on this paragraph. Okay, so call the command remove list. It works. Now let's show the white space. Let me show you the intricacies. Okay, so now we have several things like that. Let's put it here. You see, now we have several spaces there. Will it still work? Call the command. Do it. Yes, it does. You see, fantastic. But with our code, the before two simple lines code, that won't work. So now if let's say if user actually selected some part of it, will it still work? Let's do it. Yes, it does. You see, this is very useful and convenient. So if user have a selection, that means, user just, for example, this part is not removed, and also the user just want to remove the list tags of a specific region. So anyway, our command is done. I think actually that's it for today, and we've been talking for 35 minutes. Yeah, that's it for today for Emacs. So thank you guys for watching. Great to have you guys here. Emily, Freddie, Avery, okay, many of you I know. Join Discord, okay, so join Discord. A lot interesting people and different opinions, and we have Emacs stuff, we have chat room about keyboards, we have math, although not many people talk about math. And we have programming. There you have tons of people talking about programming and technology, AI, also technology people talk about. So join Discord and buy my Emacs tutorial. Okay, if you like my stuff, let me put the code here. Okay, so the code, remove that, and copy it, and remove the empty spaces. Put it here, make it colorful, show in browser. That's it for today. And let me show you one more thing before I go. Now I need to sync to my server. So what I usually do is I go to eShell. Wait, hold on a second. Let me show the command. Okay, I go to eShell, then I have to type rsync, then rsync the server name, the password, and 100 bunch of options like that. Options. I don't even remember. So what I usually do, I have a Abbrev. I talked about Abbrev many times. You can just search for Xah Abbrev Emacs. So I just type rsync, and I press space. The full 100 characters command line will show. But so I've been using that for several years. That's not good enough. Why? Because after a while, I have a few hundred Abbrevs. Now, some of these Abbrevs I use commands, I use often. But some of them I may not have used for a month or two. I forgot what's a Abbrev name. If you forgot what's a Abbrev name, you have to go to your Abbrev file. And for example, here is my Abbrev file. Let me magnify. So I have LST for live stream, WPMT for word per minute. I don't remember that. And the eLisp T for Emacs list. So I have few hundred Abbrevs, especially command. Unix command. You forgot after you have not used them for a while. You forgot the name. So I want a Abbrev system that will actually pop up a menu. Let me select and let me select which Abbrev I want. I can use like it's like I do. So I just type a few characters. It will show me all the Abbrev containing those characters. So what I do, so I wrote that command. That command is called this one. Wait. Oh yeah, so here is the command. The command name is xah interactive Abbrev. Okay, once you call the command, it will pop up a list of your whatever you want to put there. Let me show you. Okay, so I have a key bounded to it. So I call it. You see, there's a pop-up under. So you have rsync1, you have SSH, you have VMM inbox, VMM up, image1, max screenshot, and so on. Those are usually Unix commands, long Unix commands. So let me try it again. So magnify. So do it. Rsync1, that's the one I want, the first one. Then you see this long command. Then I just hit enter. Then it asks me for a password. Okay, so what? I forgot. So, but I have a Abbrev. Okay. I forgot the password. I have a Abbrev. So it syncs to the server. It takes 10 seconds. Why is it taking so long? La Casaca. So many of you guys came here before. I forgot, it's been a while, so I forgot what's. Wait, this is taking unusually long. Maybe it's because I'm doing live stream. Okay, finally it's done. You see, so it uploaded. So if now you go to, let me show you the URL. Okay, you go to, let me show you. Okay, magnify. You go to this URL, you will see this code. Let me show you. Okay, so I can call here. I want to go to Chrome. Okay, open Chrome, open link in Chrome. Do it. This is taking longer than expected. Maybe because I'm doing. So there is a code. So let me actually paste it so you guys can see. What was the other thing? Oh yeah. So here is the thing. Okay. Now you see, I showed you this interactive Abbrev, but now I have a even more improved system. Let me show you. Okay. So before, remember, I have to press a few keys. Let me do it again. Okay. Press 3 keys. It calls Xah interactive Abbrev. Then now I can select one of the Abbrev. Let's say image scale. So that's, you see, that's a command to convert images to scale it. That's part of the image magic. So let me show it again. Press 3 key. You have Xah interactive Abbrev. Then you select Abbrev. Let's say the first one, async. Then you press enter. Then you type password. Okay, and I have a Abbrev for password. 3 keys or 4 keys. But now I have a even better command, a better system. Now I just press one single key. The entire thing is automated. Let me show you. Okay, so you see now here is back to my you see this page you are familiar with. Now I'm just going to press one single key. Actually, I can show you. Can I show you? Yeah, let me show you here. Okay. You see my keyboard. So again, yeah, I cannot do a video without showing my keyboard. I have keyboard reviews. This is Kinesis Advantage 2. Okay, Kinesis Advantage 2, fantastic. This is my main drive. Then this is the ultimate hacking keyboard, and right now I'm using it as a programmable keypad. This is the most powerful programmable keypad. Okay, and now I'm going to show you this one finger key operation. I need to be one finger key operation. Okay, so you can see my screen. So, and you can see my key. Okay, so I just press this one single key. Do it. Yeah, look at my Emacs screen. There it is, synced to my server. One single key. So before it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 keys, 9 keystrokes. Well, yeah. So now it's just single key. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and learn Emacs. Bye, guys.